As Kipchoge once said, how to plan and prepare is crucial. When you plan well and prepare well, success will come on the way. As a serious runner, I take great care when planning logistics for the Boston Marathon. But before I can even think about flights or lodging or anything like that, one thing takes priority: the jacket. Now you might think that the jacket is included in the entry fees or as a finisher's item, but it's not. It costs an additional $110. Now that might seem like a lot of money, but you can't put a price on epicness. Anyone can go online and buy the jacket. Yes, even the charity runners, even though they should not be allowed to. While it is true that the jacket is often discounted after the race, I always buy the jacket as soon as it's available. I wear a size small like all the other serious runners, and if they were to run out of my size, I would be devastated. If I didn't get a jacket, what would all that hard work have been for? Hiring a running coach can be a huge advantage, especially when my family and friends are sick of hearing me talk about running. I'm grateful to have somebody who will listen to me, even if I'm paying them. Now, there's a lot of people out there calling themselves coaches, but I need somebody who's the real deal. As a serious runner, I need a coach who's as serious as I am. So, what do you know about marathons?
Well, I've run 2:16 once before, and I also got 16th place at the Boston Marathon.
Overall?
Yep.
Only 16th? Putting together a training plan is very important. When it comes to marathon training, there's no days off. I might even buy a really expensive Tracksmith branded journal to log my workouts. Because let's face it, a regular 5-star notebook just won't do. In order to reach my goals, I'll not only need to put in a lot of time at the Oval Office and crush some epic workouts, but I'll also need to drop hundreds of dollars on running shoes. If I want to compete for 500th place in my age group, I need to be on an even playing field with everybody else. I need a little spring in my step. Literally. Yes, the shoes cost $250, but you can't put a price on epicness. Training for a marathon does require a lot of sacrifice. What I like to do is focus on one small detail and assume that it carries a lot more weight to my overall performance than it really does. One such sacrifice is going dry. With only 10 weeks to go until the race, I need to stop drinking alcohol now. Dropping weight is essential. I need to starve myself to get as light and lean as possible without giving myself a stress fracture. Doing so means less weight to carry up Heartbreak Hill. But getting back to logistics, booking a place is important. And I want to make sure that I book a place near the finish line so that when I'm done getting wrecked at the race, I can dramatically hobble back to my lodging. And who I stay with is very important. Now, I might want to stay with people who are faster than I am, but I'll settle for people who are very active on social media. If I'm staying with people who are posting a lot of content, they might tag me in that content, and that's free content for me to reshare. The weeks leading up to Boston will not only be critical training weeks, but also a nearly endless source of content for social media. I can gram about my workouts, I can gram about my hopes and dreams for Boston, and I'll bring my followers along with me on an emotional roller coaster leading up to the race. And while my posts may seem extremely personal and like I'm embracing vulnerability, I'm really just using my training to build my follower count. I enjoy the juxtaposition between the raw emotion that I pretend to show in my posts and the superficial metrics that I hope to achieve. To that end, I'll do extensive research on hashtags to make sure that my posts reach as wide an audience as possible. After all, thousands of anonymous people on the internet can give me way more support than a few close friends. Planning is critical, and I don't intend to mess it up. This is a big day. In fact, when you think about what are the most important days of your life, is it your wedding? Is it the birth of a child? No, it's the day of the Boston Marathon. How do I make sure that people really understand the sacrifices that I've made?
What you really need to do is get on the TikTok.